Hey guys, here is a quick update on Love in the Time of COVID. This is my new mini comic. This is a time lapse of page 18. So, this is the most recent page that I've drawn. It's kind of the real pivotal scene. This is when Mike and Bree have their first in person date. And I wanted to set up the face masks because they are still living in the time of COVID, but also that they're going to take the face masks off for the main part of the date. The middle panel is kind of a long dialogue scene. It was a little complicated to get the speech balloons sorted out. Hopefully it's not too much of a mess there. And I really like the last three panels with the kind of the unexpected hand touch and just the social distancing response. I thought that really spoke to the times that we were in 2021. When I went in to ink this, I wanted to really tighten things up and I wanted to add a little more accuracy, so I did use some photo reference from Google Maps in order to get the Trout Lake background a little more solidified. I didn't really use this photo reference for the pathway walk, so I kind of just did a forest path sort of from memory for that. But I do like to use Google Maps for reference. I also had some fun putting patterns on the characters. So some patterns on Mike's mask, some patterns on Bree's dress, this weird kind of brick pattern on Mike's shirt, just to add a little more texture. As you can see, I'm still editing a little bit as I go. So, from the roughs to the pencils to the inks, I'm still letting myself be open to re-editing and making changes. So, I think overall, this makes it a little bit of a stronger page, just because I'm willing to sort of go back and modify things just for the sake of the storytelling. I was pretty happy with some of the different trees and forest elements in the middle panel here. And I took out the speech balloons just so I could really, draw everything in nice detail, and then I'd have the flexibility to move the balloons if I needed to. I used a texture brush to sort of fill in some of the leaves, and I decided to use some halftone dots in the sky just to, give it a little bit of tone that hopefully would work in the black and white version. I was pretty happy with panel 4 and 5. I think those didn't need too much changes, but for the last panel, the poses just seemed a little awkward, and I was having some trouble. So I used the 3D models, and I like to use the models sometimes just to sort of help with posing.